I'm getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, so today you can call me Lena O'Shea, an Iowa mom. Yeah, I'm still an Iowa mom. Okay, we're going to be making creamed cabbage soup. Instead of buying a big head of cabbage and having to shred it myself, I like buying this prepared coleslaw pack that has shredded cabbage and carrots in it, which adds flavor, and this is so easy to use. We're going to start with an onion. We want to cut that into small pieces, and we want about a half a cup. Make sure it's nice and fine. Pretty good. Fresh knife, we're going to use 1/4 cup butter. Okay, we put it in a 3-quart saucepan. It's a little easier to work with. If it's a little too big, then a little too small. Okay, now that that's melted, we're going to add our half cup of onions. And we want those to be browned up. Now we'll watch that closely. I always set a timer just to remind myself. I'm going to set it for 1 minute. Now I have rinsed my cabbage, and I'm going to measure about 4 cups. Okay, we got that ready. I've measured my 4th cup of flour, so that's ready. We're going to be using 1/2 teaspoon of pepper and 1 teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm checking the onions. After a minute, they're still really not browned yet, and I do want them to get a little browned. That improves the flavor. Let's give it another minute. We're going to be putting the cabbage in to soften with the onions, along with the pepper and the salt, so we can add those into the cabbage. Okay, let's take a look and see if it's ready. Just starting to brown. I always think it's better to check it a couple times rather than to ever have it burned. Okay, it's just starting to brown up. So we're adding the salt and pepper along with the 4 cups of cabbage. And I'm going to make sure that is stirred up completely. I don't want any of the butter sticking right to the bottom. We want to make sure it's all incorporated into the cabbage. Let's put a lid on that. I want to stir this in about 2 minutes, so I'm setting a timer. Meanwhile, now I've added my flour into the 3 cups of milk, and I'm whisking it together. You want to make sure that's completely combined before we add it to heat. Otherwise you end up with lumpy soup. Okay, it's looking good. I'm going to stir that. This is after 2 minutes. It's real close. 3 minutes is going to about make it just right. Put the lid back on. After 3 minutes, we're going to take a peek. Oh, it's looking great. Can you see how it looks like it's softened here? It's translucent a little bit. And we do want to make sure, so I'm going to taste it. It's nice and tender. Okay, to this we're going to add our flour milk mixture. Keep that heat up, and we're going to just stir it. Okay, I can get my bowls ready while that's finishing up. When it just starts to boil, we turn down the heat and keep stirring it for 1 minute so that we can break down any starchy flavor that may be left without curdling the milk. We don't want it to boil hard. We will set a timer while we do that. Now this recipe makes 2 very large bowls. This would be a good one for St. Patrick's Day. This is Lena O'Shea, an Iowa mom. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more of my videos, go to youtube.com/@IowaMom. Then click on the video tab for a whole list.